Okay, guys, just want to record something that I noticed. Right, there was a I saw a news. Okay, saw a news. Someone someone might have passed away in a Almera Nissan. Right? Can you guys check? Is that one of the living witnesses of the embezzlement case, Destiny Swap and inheritance heist case? One of the culprits. Okay, the mayat that you guys saw in the Malacca dead Chinese woman's case. Can you guys please look into it? Is that a is that a murder case or suicide case? Uh, I'm not sure which one is it. So basically, it's like this: when why integrity is so important, right? When we deploy capital to companies, and or when we have a settlement in the court, right? When the money is has been granted and approved, why is it that it's so important that there's no embezzlement or frauds that should occur at all? Okay, it's because this is exactly this kind of problems that I actually witnessed a lot of people died. Okay, during this entire 6 years since 2019, when I first exposed whistleblow their corruption. Okay, so I have witnessed a lot of people died. Okay, witnesses like our ministers, our former ministers, they have died mysteriously or died due to premeditated illnesses. So I wasn't really happy about it because I want to crack down the corruption, and it ended up uh, a lot of people are killed. Okay, their lives has been untimely ended. Okay, I give you guys one example. Yeah, this our former minister Salehuddin Ayub. I think he was one of the first batch of ministers that assisted MACC with the investigation of those embezzlement and frauds cases. On top of that, there are also people like Tun Ahmad Saji Abdul Hamid, people like Tun Muhammad Abbas, right? Muhammad Abbas, yeah, I think. And there are also people like our former prime ministers, Pak Lah, okay. There are also Sabahan judge like Mutang Tagal, right? Okay, and Johari Harun, okay. uh, when their time they passed away, it was so coincidentally, or was during the time when we wanted to investigate the decades long embezzlement grand larceny of the trust funds accounts money. Okay, a lot of corporate companies, they were involved because they were given, okay, the funding from the trust where they don't have the rights to take from the trust, because it does not belong to them. So there has been the high level corruption that was done during Tun Mahathir's era. Okay, it was a high level corruption that has taken place. That was a grand larceny I'm referring to. It's easily 44 years of inheritance heist case. Okay, it doesn't just started when I first exposed the embezzlement of my case settlement. Okay, it was an old case. So when I saw that body in Nissan Almera, right, I thought it could be my ex-boss sister's car, but I'm not sure whether that's her or not. But if they killed or she committed suicide or they bullied her to commit suicide, okay, so I can see the problem of criminal case investigation, whereas whistleblower are not really given the right kind of protection in Malaysia. Okay, probably she has snitched how they coerce her to, or how they persuaded her to swing the case for them to embezzle the money. All right, so the right people, the culprit or the accomplices that actually committed this embezzlement, like I said, this imposter Lee Lily, she was still protected and not being taken for indictment. Right, she should already be inside the jail, inside the prison at this time as we speak. She goes with her case is linked to Donald Trump's case, right? Trump organization's case and Tano Indonesia, Tano Group's case. Okay, they are linked. So it was a cross-border money laundering case that they have committed. It just happened that what my real estate case, I use it to unblock my birthright inheritances that's belong to the trust. Okay, it doesn't belong to me. So when they did the larceny, destiny swap, identity theft, and a lot of premeditated crimes, gang stalking, and slandering and smear campaign against me, that is all because they have already in the group wanted to hijack the inheritances. And they did manage to hijack a badge, which is the badge in China, Yang Lan Lan's case. Okay, that was a grand larceny case. Okay, on top of that, in Malaysia, we also have this kind of accounts, but it's already been I don't know whether they have already frozen it or blocked it. All right, so corporate companies that once they were able to tap into the trust fund accounts, they are no longer allowed to use that because they have committed the crime to use it. Because when I unblock my birthright inheritances, there are certain protocol they must follow, and it's not up to them whether however they want to use it, like they use it as how they please. Then that is not according to the I believe it's not according to the trust management or trust law. So about the body that they have discovered in Malacca, you guys better check. Is that my former boss' sister? Because she used to drive Nissan Almera, but I don't know whether it's her or not. But the right person that you guys should arrest is that imposter Lee Lily. She's the one who convinced them to steal my case. Okay. Uh, the main culprit. She worked with Stephen Junior Ng. Okay, Stephen Junior. Both of them worked together, and with my former landlord's manager son, he was just a small part, play a small part, because they entice him, induce him with a graph. They gave him a free home that was gifted to me. Okay, so it's a grand larceny case that involved 44 years long of corruption in the highest echelon of power. It's not just a recent case. Okay, please look into the protection for whistleblowers. Thanks, guys.